Imagine. Police arrive at a crime scene. They collect fingerprints. They collect DNA. Everything points to the same person, a woman, a mysterious female criminal whose DNA keeps appearing at murders, robberies, burglaries, and violent crimes across Europe. The police give her a name: the Phantom of Heilbronn. For years, investigators believed they were hunting one of the most dangerous female serial killers in history. But there was one problem: she never existed. This is the unbelievable true story of the female serial killer who fooled Europe for 16 years. In 1993, police in Germany were investigating a murder case. Like every major investigation, forensic experts collected DNA evidence from the crime scene. The DNA belonged to a woman. At first, nobody thought much about it. Criminal DNA appears at crime scenes all the time. But then something strange happened. A few years later, investigators found the exact same female DNA at another crime scene, and then another, and another. The same genetic profile kept appearing again and again. Police became concerned. Who was this woman? Why was her DNA showing up everywhere? As years passed, the mystery became even darker. The unknown female DNA appeared at dozens of crime scenes across Germany. Not just murders, robberies, burglaries, drug-related crimes, violent attacks. The locations were hundreds of miles apart, different victims, different motives, different suspects, but always the same DNA. To investigators, there was only one logical explanation. A highly intelligent female criminal was moving across Europe and leaving destruction behind. Soon, newspapers became fascinated. The media gave her a terrifying nickname: the Phantom of Heilbronn. The name came from a German city where one of the most shocking crimes occurred. The story exploded. People were terrified. A female serial killer, invisible, untraceable, always one step ahead. The public wanted answers. Police wanted answers. But nobody knew who she was. Investigators launched one of the largest manhunts in modern European history. Thousands of officers became involved. Millions of euros were spent. Experts studied every clue, every witness, every piece of evidence. Yet the woman remained a ghost. The DNA appeared at more crime scenes, but no one could identify her. No photograph, no fingerprints, no known address, nothing. The case became one of Europe's greatest criminal mysteries. As years went by, investigators built a frightening profile. They imagined the Phantom as a master criminal, someone incredibly careful, someone capable of murder, someone who could travel freely across borders, someone smart enough to avoid detection for years. The mystery only grew larger. Then came an even more shocking discovery. The same female DNA appeared in Austria. Now the case was international. Police forces from multiple countries began cooperating. The Phantom wasn't just Germany's problem anymore. She was Europe's problem. Crime experts debated her identity. Journalists wrote countless articles. Television programs discussed theories. Was she a professional assassin? A serial killer? Part of an organized crime network? Nobody knew, but everyone believed she was real. After all, DNA doesn't lie. Or does it? Years passed. The investigation continued. More money, more officers, more theories, still no suspect. And then something happened that changed everything. In 2009, police were investigating another case. This time, officers discovered something impossible. The same female DNA appeared on an object that should never have been connected to previous crimes. The connection made no sense. In fact, many of the crime scenes connected to the Phantom made no sense. The victims were unrelated. The motives were unrelated. The suspects were unrelated. The crimes themselves were completely different. Some investigators began asking uncomfortable questions. What if the DNA wasn't telling the truth? What if everyone had been looking in the wrong direction? The idea sounded ridiculous. DNA evidence was considered one of the most reliable tools in criminal investigations. How could it be wrong? Yet the contradictions kept growing. Then investigators made a breakthrough. Not a breakthrough that revealed the killer, a breakthrough that revealed the truth. Police discovered that the cotton swabs used to collect DNA samples were contaminated. The swabs themselves carried the same female DNA. Before investigators even touched a crime scene, the DNA was already there. The source was eventually traced to a woman working at the factory where the swabs had been produced. She was not a serial killer. She was not a criminal. She had never visited any of the crime scenes. Her DNA accidentally contaminated the cotton swabs during manufacturing. For 16 years, every time police collected evidence using those swabs, her DNA appeared. The shocking truth finally emerged. There was no female serial killer. There was no criminal mastermind. There was no Phantom of Heilbronn. The most wanted woman in Europe had never existed. The revelation stunned the world. Investigators had spent years chasing a ghost. Millions of euros had been wasted. Thousands of hours of police work had been wasted. Entire investigations had followed a false trail. The media was shocked. The public was shocked. Even experienced detectives struggled to believe it. How could such a massive mistake happen? The answer was simple. Everyone trusted the DNA. Once investigators saw the same genetic profile appearing again and again, they assumed it must belong to a criminal. Few people stopped to question whether the evidence itself was flawed. The case became a powerful lesson. Even the most advanced forensic technology can fail if basic procedures are compromised. Today, the Phantom of Heilbronn remains one of the most famous forensic errors in history. It is studied by police departments and forensic experts around the world, not because of a brilliant criminal, but because of a simple mistake. A mistake that created one of the greatest criminal mysteries Europe had ever seen. A mystery that lasted 16 years. A mystery that terrified millions. And a mystery whose main suspect never existed. Sometimes the most frightening criminal isn't a person. Sometimes it's a mistake hiding in plain sight. And that's the unbelievable true story of the female serial killer who never existed.